Hello, welcome back to Ministry. I got a quick word for you. Yesterday, I was watching Steve Harvey's Family Feud, and there was a question that just made me stop. And the question was, what does a mother want for her son that a man would probably not want? Meaning, a mother wants her son to have a woman in his life that has values. What does a man want? So they had the people answer the question. And when I looked at what the answers were on the board, 3 of the answers were to have a pretty face, a nice body, and the last answer, which actually drew my attention, was little to no morals. And when I saw that, I was like, wait, what? What man is out here not wanting his woman to have no morals? And I had to sit there and digest that momentarily on the things that men think about when they're looking at a woman. Why do you think that Delilah had so much success with men? Why do you think the destructive woman has so much success with a man? Because of the fact that when men are operating under lust of the eye, lust of the flesh, the pride of life, that as they're looking with the lust of their eyes and lust of the flesh, that they are not going to want the woman that's got faith and morals. That when they are operating with their smaller head, they are looking for the woman with little to no morals because they can do what they want with this individual and get away with it because she ain't had no morals anyway. I could say something there, but I'm going to leave that alone. We try and get away from those topics. But if you know, you know. That when it comes down to it, that a man, and I've heard an ex-athlete say this. He said that he knows and he has an intent what he's looking for when he goes into certain places. He knew what he was looking for and he knew what types of individuals will approach him. He can size up what that woman wants from him immediately. When a man wants a scenario where he ain't got to think about it, he can do it. He can, I was about to say something, but it wouldn't sound Christian. But I want you to think about if he can do it, he can what it. Fill in the blank. Then he gonna need that woman with no morals because the woman with no morals is gonna let him do that. She gonna have a pretty face, a nice body, and she gonna have no morals enough for him to do what he want to do with her. I heard my kingdom spouse make a joke one time about something, and he's done it a couple of times in years past. And at the time, I knew he was tipsy when he said it. And in him making that comment, it's true. But you got to also understand, if you are found in a place full of people with little to no morals, he ain't looking for a wife there. He looking for a one-night stand. He ain't looking for one life stand. He looking for a one-night stand. You approach him in that place. You approach a man in that place. He needs the woman with no morals. He looking for the woman with no morals. He looking for the one that either is going to be the one night stand or that I'll call you when I feel like it. because she got little to no morals. So she know that when he calls, exactly what it's about. He only looking for the pretty face, tight waist, nice body, ain't got no morals, so he can do whatever he want with her. But see, a man that's looking for a wife has stopped, evaluated, and come to the understanding, I don't need a temporary fix. I need a lifelong one. So I don't need to give my life to a temporary fix. You ever heard that statement? Don't make a long-term decision with a temporary circumstance. That's a whole word right there on relationships. A lot of people make long-term decisions and marry individuals that were a short-term circumstance. Why? Because a lot of people operate in looking for Mr. or Mrs. right now. They're not looking at the value of this individual 10 years down the line. It's only when a person's mindset shifts and says, I need the person that is looking for 10 years down the line. And does their vision 10 years down the line look like mine? Does their vision for life, does their vision for family, does their vision, and not just because you saying it, because you acting like you prepping for it right now. And it ain't even acting like you're doing. You're prepping for 10 years down the road. You're prepping for your legacy. You're prepping for that. That's what process is for. That's why a lot of people don't complete process. What's my saying? You got to be willing to do what others won't to get the result others won't get. That means that you're operating in the process needed to get you to that 10-year result. But most people don't want to go through that process. And they won't get the result that they're looking for, or that result, because of the fact that they're trying to circumvent the process. Anytime you circumvent a process, you potentially will abort it, or you will potentially have it come out premature, which means it's not going to have the ability to sustain life after it comes out. I was a preemie, so I know. So, understand that. But any man that is looking for a little woman with little to no morals, and the Lord brought me to that attention the other day where he had me sitting there thinking about the fact that of the scripture. He brought me to the scripture with Rachel, where she was talking to Isaac about the fact that he can't marry none of these Hittite women. Why? She ain't got no morals. She got that nice body, nice face, cute, tight waist, no morals. Responsible. Need the responsible wife. Need the understanding wife. Need the one that's going to correct him when he needs to be corrected. That means his pride gotta go all the way down. But you also had to go through that process too. Yours got to go all the way down to, because he going to have to correct you sometimes too. Because even God chastens the one that he loves. So you think your husband isn't? If your husband is a representative of what God is, what you think? That's why you, on the flip side of that, females, you can't be out here going to the club looking for a man that had little or no morals. Nice body. Pretty face. And then think you're going to marry that. Because there's nothing there. And usually, Tiffany Montgomery always puts it, she quotes Tiffany Butler that says that you are now becoming a slave to this individual. Because you allowed yourself to become trapped by the lust. There was no morals there. So you are opening yourself up to narcissistic tendencies because you was trying to build a life stand with a lust buddy. And that don't work. It never does. What I just say? Trying to make a long-term commitment to a short-term situation. Everybody finds Mr. Right Now and tries to marry it. Every woman tries to find Mr. Right Now, tries to marry that. You wasn't looking when Mr. Right Now came to you for a lifelong stand, and then you wonder why these people act a fool. When you try to get them to commit. See how that works? And then they want to grow up later on and come back. Door shut. Locked. No. So, with that being said, I hope this blessed you. I ain't got much time. I gotta go. So, I love you. Much love to you. Bye-bye.